Analysis Center has put together a study on who are domestic terrorist possibilities, who are these militia groups, who is somebody that we should watch. Well, if you have a Ron Paul bumper sticker on your car, are you a domestic terrorist? Stu is reading all of the earmarks of who is a domestic terrorist, and I want you to answer in your car yes or no. And I want you to think of, okay, wait a minute, some of this stuff is very, very valid, but can this ever be used by a group of people in Washington that are just trying to cover the tracks for themselves? Just trying to find the enemy, because they got to have enemies. As we see with AIG, they caused this problem, and now they're going after AIG. And they're going after AIG to cover the fact that we just were put on gigantic monster antibiotics. The last line of antibiotics was started yesterday by the Fed and the Treasury. And nobody's talking about it because everybody's talking and focused on AIG. Nobody's pointing the finger to Barney Frank and Chris Dodd, who lied and should be impeached for what he has done. They're going to need another scapegoat. So how do you find a domestic terrorist? See if you fit into any of these groups. Stu's got the questions here that come from this report in Missouri.
Yes, Mr. Beck.
Yes.
Have you displayed any material related to the Constitution Party, the Campaign for Liberty, or libertarian material?
Have I displayed it?
That is the question.
Not that I know of. That would be like a bumper sticker, a Ron Paul bumper sticker?
Yes.
No, I don't have a Ron Paul bumper sticker, but it kind of makes me want one now. No.
Are you or were you a supporter of any of these presidential candidates? Ron Paul, Chuck Baldwin, or Bob Barr?
No. I toyed with the Bob Barr thing for a while.
Toyed? And
I toyed with the Ron Paul thing for a while. Yeah, but I didn't do it.
I will give you a half a point.
Half a point. You hear this? So basically, if you voted for a third party, have you voted for a third party?
Well, not
as long as it's libertarian. If it's Green Party,
yeah, you're fine.
You're totally fine. But if you're libertarian, then you're trouble.
If you voted for Cynthia McKinney, you are totally fine.
Totally fine.
No craziness.
Yes.
There. Let me ask you this, Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
Have you, or let's say maybe you're passing around an internet forward or something.
Yes.
Think of it that way. Have you ever displayed pictures, cartoons, or bumper stickers that contain anti-government rhetoric?
Seeing that's what I do for a living.
Oh
boy.
Well,
wait. Can you give me what the anti-government, like what would that include?
Well, it can include anything anti-government. It says most of this material will depict many groups such as the FBI, ATF, CIA, IRS. You're not against the IRS, are you?
Oh no, I'm not against the IRS. I love them.
And such as these groups in a derogatory manner. Have you ever shown a cartoon to someone else? This is another way to phrase this. That depicts the IRS in a negative manner. I can check that out because I know you have.
Yes.
Let me ask.
By the way, again, this is a new report from Missouri. They're trying to identify who are possible domestic terrorists. Don't think this will be misused. Wait a minute. I voted for a third party, and you showed someone a cartoon or posted on your website a cartoon that was anti-IRS?
Are you or have you ever displayed the U.S. flag upside down?
No, but I'm thinking about it. Haven't yet. I'm waiting for the right opportunity, and God forbid if it comes. Yes, I will, but I haven't.
Half a point. You're thinking about it. That's too much. Have you ever, in your entire life, displayed a Don't Tread on Me flag?
I have several of them. I have a collection. I have the Do Not Tread on Me flag. I have the Come and Get It flag, which is a great flag from Texas. I have the George Washington banner that I'm currently displaying at my house.
Sir, you may want to plead the Fifth Amendment.
I'm a flag collector. Is that a problem?
Well, that's another point. That's not on this list, but I'm counting it.
You're counting that? As long as it's the snake flag, then you're in trouble.
I want to get into some of the crazier things here and see what you support.
Because these have been, everybody, well, not everybody. Those who are politically correct, they wouldn't answer that. But let's get into that. This is what really makes you crazy. Okay, give me some of those.
Do you believe, or have you argued, that immigrants are taking the jobs of U.S. citizens during times of high unemployment?
Wait. Immigrants or illegal aliens?
Well, that answers that question. It does
immigrants
say
built the country.
Immigrants of any sort, Mr. Beck.
Immigrants of any, no, because they're illegal aliens. So, no, I have never argued that.
They're illegal immigrants, sir. I know you've used that term.
That is what everybody wants to call them, but
they're
illegal
that term yourself.
aliens.
You have used that term yourself.
They're
Answer the question.
illegal aliens. They're not immigrants. They're aliens, illegal aliens. And I believe they're running our country right now. Check their eyes, lift their eyelids. They're lizard people!
Do you believe that illegal immigrants are sucking up government resources without paying taxes, you extremist? Sorry, that's not on the form, but I'm just adding.
I don't know. I'd have to go to California to ask them. Yes, of course I do. Because it's true. It's true.
Do you believe, or would you ever support an organization that patrolled the border in order to safeguard against drug smugglers or gangs?
I hate those people. I hate those people. Yes, I would support them. America, do you hear this? This is the state saying who possibly are domestic terrorists. If you have, I don't even know, does it say, Stu? Have you read the full report? I know Joe is working on that now.
Yes.
How many of these do you have to have before it's like, oh yeah, you're a nut job?
Well, there's no point. I'm coming up with a point system myself to judge if you are an extremist or not.
Okay.
But there is no it's just a profile. This is stuff that could happen.
I want you to keep asking yourself yes or no. Kind of keep track in your car or your office or home. Keep track. Are you does this describe you? And then next hour, I want you to call in. How much of a domestic terrorist are you?
Glenn, I believe this is one question that you only need one question if you answer this the wrong way.
This is the seminal question, if you will.
Are you?
Yes.
Or have you ever been?
Yes.
Strongly in opposition to the collection of federal income taxes?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Are you or have you ever been strongly in opposition to the collection of federal income taxes?
So in other words, like when the government decides to vote today on whether or not they should impose a new 95% income tax targeted at a group of people that are specifically at AIG or roles like that, to cover their tracks for the mistakes that Congress made. Am I against that kind of stuff?
Are you?
I plead the fifth on that one.
Answer the question, sir. You've lost your rights. You're a militia member.
Who isn't? Who isn't?
Who isn't? That's revealing. I should remind you that you do have a right to an attorney.
Yeah. Who is? Listen to these questions. This net is so gigantic. Now, I believe this profiling is important because I believe we are in trouble, gang. There are people, for instance, I have said before, some of the Ron Paul supporters are dangerous. How do I know that? Because I have had one of my tour buses, they tried to run me off the road. They surrounded my bus on the highway, and if we hadn't have switched buses because I happen to have a smart security detail, if I hadn't have switched buses, I would have been on the bus. I was on the other bus. and they surrounded the bus with their cars and tried to run it off the road.